I'm Katie. I'm going to be your social worker.
Hi, my name is Janine. It's nice to meet you.
How are you doing today, Janine?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm excited to get started.
And what are we coming here for today?
Well, I made a few mistakes. Well, it's not. I'm calling my children mistakes. Of course not. I love my children. Little Phoebe and Joe. They're adorable, but I got pregnant with Phoebe when I was still in high school and never got a chance to finish my high school degree. And now I'm working, trying to get a job so I can support because little Tony's on his way.
How long?
I'm 6 weeks, 6 months.
Exciting.
Yeah, I just can't believe it's already 6 months. It's 6 weeks.
Sometimes you lose track of time.
Yeah.
Okay.
But little Tony's on his way, and I want to make sure I've got a good job.
Okay, have you been getting your W-2 check, or is that what you're here for today?
Well, I've been getting it in the mail. I'm not really sure if it's exactly right.
Okay.
There's lots of numbers on it, and I'm not good with numbers.
Okay,
so job with numbers would be a bad idea.
Right. I looked at your check today, and here's what it means. Okay. You get your check for X amount of money. Okay. But in order to get your check, you have to do a certain amount of hours of job search and things like that. So right now you need to do 50 hours a week. Okay.
How am I supposed to watch my kids?
Okay, 50 hours a week.
So I've got to be out in the world?
No, it's not out in the world, 50 hours. Okay. So you have a certain amount of time that you will do here at the job center in Huddle, but then you have at-home search as well. So like 2 to 4 hours here in this group called Huddle, and they'll explain more when you get to Huddle of working your resume, interview skills, and that interview skills and that sort of stuff.
Okay.
And then the rest will be at home on your own time. You just bring in the documentation that you were online applying or looking for jobs, or maybe you went to a store and talked to the manager and you got their business card and you bring it back to us. Okay. Are Phoebe and your other child in school?
Phoebe is. She's in first grade.
Okay.
But Joe's not in first grade yet.
Okay.
He's 3.
So it might work out maybe if you come here during school hours. So Phoebe's already at school, and we have a daycare here. You can drop off John's daycare.
Who's watching the kids? Is it?
They're state employees.
So it's not just like some Joe Schmo off the street.
No. They're very legit. I know them both very well. They eat lunch with me sometimes. They're amazing. I would trust them with my children. Okay, you also said that you don't have your GED yet.
No, I never had a chance to finish high school because I had to take care of Phoebe.
Right. That's responsible. What we can do is we also have a Gateway Adult Education Program here at the Job Center that you can come in and you can do 2 classes at a time, 3 classes, 1 class, 4 classes, whatever we decide with your time frame and with your children and your pregnancy is going to be applicable.
So it's going to be kind of hard.
Right.
Because Phoebe's only in school till 3. And if I'm going to be here, and then I've got to take care of Joe.
Right. It's going to be hard. It's going to be a lot of work. But to achieve your GED and to get the kind of job that you want to be able to support all of your children, then something we might have to do, might have to look into. We can take 1 class and we can see how it goes. Maybe you only want to do reading and you don't want to come into the job center. We can mail your homework.
Reading? I know how to read.
Okay. We'll look at your scores and we'll take a class.
Okay. So I can take a test to make sure I'm not in some like dummy class?
Right. Okay. We wouldn't want you to waste your time.
Right.
We'll figure out what you're good at, what you need to work on a little bit, all that kind of stuff.
I mean, I'm not very good with numbers.
So maybe math class or 2, which kind of hard, but there are people in there that are excellent at teaching. They have these different worksheets and things that they can help you with.
As long as it's not this crap that I'm like never going to use. Like it's got to be something that I can use.
Numbers we use, like when you W-2 check.
Right.
Numbers.
Exactly.
All sorts of numbers, right?
That'd be good numbers.
Right. So we can get you into that. We can have you meet with one of their specialists. I know one, his name's Miles Jackson. He's amazing. Fabulous. And he can figure out what classes that you should be taking, which one will be the priority. I've also known that he can mail the homework to your home, so you won't have to come in as much. Or since you're already be coming in for your huddle hours anyways, you can just pick it up or drop it off while you're already here.
All right.
That can work out. Okay?
That sounds good.
Are any of the fathers in the picture of your children?
No.
None of them? Are we giving child support?
For Phoebe we are, but Joe Jr. is just not getting anything from Joe. We don't even know where he is.
Is that hard? Is there, maybe we can look into trying to work something out with that? Maybe try to find a way to get a check? Do you think it would even be possible?
I just don't want him back in little Joe's life.
Period.
Like, he was abusive, and we don't want him to come anywhere near little Joe. So, I mean, child support would be nice, but not worth making him come into the picture again. Like, he's probably forgotten about us, and I kind of want to leave it that way.
How's your support system? Are your parents involved, or friends, or
my mom's around, but she works all the time, and then she comes home and takes care of my grandma. And so she doesn't have much time to help out, but she's loving and she's supportive. And yeah, I go to church, but we can only stay through Sunday school. I don't have time to go to adult church because I've got no one to look after kids.
Is there no nursery at your church?
It's too small. Maybe we could look into getting a nursery.
Did you really like your church? Did you just go to out of convenience? You like your church?
Yeah, I do. It's a nice, it's a good place to be. My family goes there.
And at your church, is there any like programs that maybe could help you out? Any assisted moms programs, or they'll, maybe babysit for you for a lower charge? Well, there's normal daycare.
There's like an adult Bible study that I've been trying to go to, and they've got a nursery set up for that night. So like one of the older kids in like their mom is in the mom group has like one of their older children comes and watch, but my kids are a little active. They enjoy running around, and so usually I have to go out and help them, so I don't really get to sit in on much of it. So I haven't really been going because I have to help the kids.
Did you ever try? Did your church have like a playground or a parking lot outside of it, or a grassy area or anything?
It's real small. It's pretty much just like a revamped house.
Do you have a grassy area outside of your house?
But we live in like we live upstairs and then another family lives downstairs. And so the bathroom is kind of small, but my kids have people to play with. And it's I don't really like them going out after dark because it's not the best neighborhood.
Right.
Which is another thing I want to work on. Why I want to get a job. I want to get a better place for my kids to grow up.
Right. Did you ever think that maybe, I know my brothers and sisters and I'm going to include myself in this, we're also very, very, very active kids. And we went to church all the time. So my parents would have us go play right before church. If we were leaving in 20 minutes, go run around and play tag for 15 minutes. So by the time we got to church, we already run off all of our energy. So yeah, we're still going to be energetic and such, but not as all over the place, if that makes sense.
This is a very good plan. I have to give that a try. That way I might actually just sit in the Bible study.
Yeah, because I think that would really benefit you. You get to hang out with adults, you get to go to church that you like.
Yeah, definitely. I'd like to get to know more people my age because I'm pretty much with the kids 24/7. I don't really get to know anyone my own age to like sit and talk to.
Right.
Are there any groups like that are like involved here? Or does anyone know of groups to get involved in just to like meet new people?
Well, it depends on what exactly you're looking for.
I'm not looking for a man. We're just gonna avoid that for a while.
Take a little break.
Yeah, like some girls. Some girl time.
Right. So do you have any hobbies that you like? We find that it's easy to connect people to maybe a group for if you like reading, you join a book club. If you like scrapbooking, you can go to a scrapbooking club. Things like that. Like, what are you interested in that we can maybe find a group for you somewhere?
I love sewing, like quilting. Love doing that. I have a lot of fun cooking. Like, I love to cook. Like, when I'm at home and have time and stuff in the fridge to cook with, always in my kitchen. So, cooking would be fun. Like, maybe if there's a cooking class I could take.
Right there.
After I get, like, my GED.
Yeah.
Maybe I could, like, get a job working in, like, a cooking place, like a restaurant.
We could look into that because Gateway, the program that's here is more for the adult education than the Gateway itself, I know, has like culinary as a major.
So that'd be really cool.
You could do that. Also, I know that there is a quilting club that they drop off their quilts here for us we could sell to people, and it raises money for their club and things like that.
I love that. I want to try to start like a quilting bee at my church too.
Right, so I could look into, I can go actually and look when I get the packet I'm going to give you for your first homework assignment.
Yeah.
It's not too hard.
Okay.
It's just kind of background information, kind of, I got to know you a lot today, but I'm sure there's way more that you could tell me that you're going to be able to fill out in this form. And I'll be able to send it home with you, and you can do it on your own time. When you come back next week, you can just turn it in, the names, ages, birthdays of your children, your birthday, address, all kinds of things like that. And when I go get that, I can also get the information for the closing call.
That would be awesome.
And then we can kind of go from there. You can call them and explain your situation, maybe work out a time frame, get to know them, that sort of thing. Okay?
That'd be really fun.
All right, I'm going to go get that information, then you'll be ready to go.
Okay.
All right, it's nice to meet you today.
Thank you, Katie.
I'll see you next time.